Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I posted in my community tab about my little break that I took. Work has literally been horrendous and hectic, but I'm back, so don't fear. Also, I know this outfit looks horrendous. I literally just got back from work, so this is what I threw on for this horse. We're doing a training video, and the topic is your SSO story. And then this person basically said like why they wanted people's SSO stories, so I'm gonna leave that there so you can read that. We're just gonna jump right into it. We'll see if I can read because some of these are pretty long. We'll see if I can read while doing this. So Carla says, my story is pretty boring. I kept seeing it as an advert in the App Store and up until, oh my gosh, I already can't do this. Oh my gosh, hang on. Okay, my story is pretty boring. I kept seeing it as an advert in the App Store up until 2019. One time I did actually go play it, but then the characters were too ugly for me. Okay, well, my sister just barged into my room because she actually just got an apartment and she decided to stop by, and I'm like, Sydney, I'm literally recording right now. She's like, oh. And I'm like, I just ran into a fence. So let's try this for a third time. My story is pretty boring. I kept seeing it as an advert in the App Store up until 2019. One time I did actually go to play it, but then the characters were too ugly for me in the character creation. It was the giraffe neck ones. I'm ready to be downvoted to hell. Then in 2019, I did actually make an account. The only thing I really miss is that pole bending race in Moreland. I know, why did they just get rid of that? What was the point of that? Did they just say that they moved it to Starshine? Because they could have kept it there. They're not doing anything with the space. Oh, I should probably tell you my story, shouldn't I? It's not going to be very interesting, and I honestly don't really remember.
Basically,
When I was really, really young, I'm really bad at telling stories. Okay, one year, me and my sister, I think Sid saw it first. We saw this game, and Sid's like, I want it. So we both downloaded it. I think it was my mom's old Mac, and so we both used it, so we couldn't play at the same time, which we were kind of sad about, but it's whatever. Oh gosh. I'm trying to think of like a year. I was probably like 8. Oh, what year? 2024? Minus 12? Is that just 2012? Yes. 2012. Okay. I guess. We'll go with that. I don't know. Oh my gosh. All I know is that, yes, I was there for the giraffe necks and for the orange cat. Okay. That's all. Okay, we got it, right? We got the game and we just kept playing. I don't even know how we found it. That's my story. I found it and I played it. I felt like I was being watched in my room, and then I realized that my cat is still in here because my sister closed the door when she left. And he looks kind of sad and that he wants to leave, which I don't know why. I have the AC on and it's like 90 degrees. Oh my gosh, what is this called? There's a flat show going on, which I want to do. Oh, and they're gone. I want to do a flat show. Okay, I just do. But on to the next one. Tiny said, I had a Pony Club subscription when I was a kid. Monthly, you would get packages with random stuff for horses and riders, books, and other little things. Where am I going? They also had the old games sent. My parents canceled the subscription without telling me. My inner child is still angry because they told me the packages got lost and I trusted them. Oh my gosh. So I only got the Starshine Legacy and got oh my gosh, and Autumn Rider game. I was incredibly scared playing the games, and I can't remember a lot. Horse games were, of course, always a big part of my horse girly life, even without having contact with real horses over the years. I thought about starting Star Stable a few years ago, but I was repelled by the subscription mode but at the beginning of this year, I finally did it, and because it's now one of my hyperfixations, I really grinded it a lot. I really enjoy this community. I would be so mad if my parents canceled the subscription without telling me. Like, just tell me. Just be like, yeah, I'm sorry, we can't afford this anymore. I'd probably still be mad because I was a terrible child, to be completely honest. So, relating back to when Tiny said, without having contact to real horses over the years, I don't know if I've said this, but I'm so sorry. I used to ride horses. Both me and my sister did at this barn, like literally 5 minutes away from my house. because we're in the middle of the nowhere and we have a horse riding barn right across from a Chevy dealership. But yeah, I have ridden horses before. So that's a little fun fact if you didn't know before. Okay, this one is really, really long. Ghost Activist said, as teenagers in 2013, my friend and I were always on the lookout for a good horse game. She must have gotten an ad for SSO or something, because she sent me a message saying, look at this goofy horse game I found. Want to mess around on it? And we did. We made fun of the horses stomping and their crusty models. We laughed at the filter and the janky disco dances. And then she got off for the night, and I kept playing. Something about the game gripped me. I got into a cycle of making an account and playing until I had to pay. Eventually, I worked up the courage to ask my mom, who never liked online subscriptions, if she would please pay for Star Rider. I was shocked when she said yes. I played every day for a few months straight until I was all caught up on everything they had released, and by that Christmas, I'd asked for Lifetime as my gift. Despite all the problems with SSO over the decade and a bit I've played, they've given me a way to enjoy horses I wouldn't have had otherwise. I'm disabled and too poor to do any IRL work with horses, so SSO is my jam. Horses are stupid expensive. It's also just stupid expensive to actually do anything with them. But yeah, I think that's similar to like mine. Like me and my sister, or like my sister just saw an ad somewhere and we're like, ooh, horses, because we were both obsessed with them at the time. So I mean, makes sense. Saga of Storms said, I honestly don't remember exactly how or when. Oh my god, that was so bad. Honestly, I don't remember exactly how or when I started playing, but it was sometime around 2014. I took a 2-year long break at some point, but I've been playing consistently for a long time now. Oh, please just jump over the fence. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna fail the race. I just failed Steve's. How does one fail Steve's? What the heck? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try this again. I love it because... Whoa. What is going on? I love it because I don't actually ride horses in real life, so it gives me a glimpse into what it might be like. I also just love anything with a fantasy element to it, so that was a big draw. I remember waiting for the quest to save Anne to come out, and waiting until 2 years went by before it was finally here, and oh boy, when I finally got to do it, amazing. 12 out of 10 would recommend. I know some of it is nostalgia based, but I genuinely have friends on the game, and I love getting to see them and hanging out with them.
I don't have any friends.
On the game? I mean, I have my sister and her friend, and that's it. I mean, I'm kind of, yeah, she doesn't even get on Star Stable anymore, so it's really just my sister. Other than that, I'm just really antisocial in real life and on Star Stable. I don't know how long it takes to save up 10,000 star coins, but I logged off Star Stable one day, and then the next time I logged on, I had 10,000 star coins saved. So I don't know if that's 2 years or not. I don't think so, but it's a lot. It's a long time. Oh my gosh, I literally just wanted to start recording. I just wanted to say that I haven't been on in a week. I think almost exactly a week, because I literally, the last time I was on this account was when I was recording my last Train With Me video, or training video. I don't want to say Train With Me because I think it's Coco that has hers named as that, and I don't want it to seem like I'm copying her. But yeah, so it's been a minute since I've actually been on this account, and I haven't been on my alt account since I recorded the questing. So, Lacey says, I started playing it in 2013 when I was 11, and for such a long time, it was all I ever thought about. My most vivid memory is waking up on Christmas morning and immediately logging into the game to wander around Jorvik, back when Christmas was an event. Nowadays, I hardly go on, but it is full to the brim with nostalgia for me. No matter how downhill the game goes, it will always be such an integral part of my childhood. Yes. I might complain about this game and say I hate things. Hate is a very strong word, but in my vocabulary, it means dislike, okay? So when I say hate, don't take it that strongly, because it's really my bad. Yeah, nostalgia, huge nostalgia. If I ever get off for a really long time and get back on, I'm like, wow, look at this. It's definitely still a good game. Are there things I would change about it? Yes. There are things I would change about every single game, and other people have things they would change about any other game they play. But that's just what comes with games. There's always going to be bugs and things that need to be fixed, especially on online games, and how big of a game this is. I have no clue how to say this name, and I'm scared to try, because I don't want to be mean to this person. So I'm just going to let it be. I was a huge horse girl when I was a kid, so I would be watching horse videos on oh my gosh, why can't my eyes skip down to the next line as I'm reading. So then I read what the next line says, and then I just make my own story. I was a huge horse girl when I was a kid, so I would be watching horse videos on YouTube. Someday, I guess I found one of those old SSO music videos. Oh my gosh. I completely forgot about those, and they had like the competition. Stop. I completely forgot about those. And I thought that they were so cool. I had no idea I could play it myself until I was visiting a friend who had it. I didn't have my own laptop, but my mom allowed me to play on hers. Yeah, that sounds familiar. After a few years, I finally got Star Rider for a few months, and later on I got a lifetime membership as a birthday gift. I have been playing since 2015, and SSO is still my guilty pleasure. Yeah, same. Once me and Sid had actually finished, like, gotten to level 5, I think I was the one who was kind of like, can we get Star Rider? And my mom was like, no. And me being me, I was like, but look, if you get a Star Rider, I think it was my old account. I used to have an account before this one, and it's so annoying that I don't remember what the login information is because I paid for this one and my alt account. My mom was like, no, but I was like, Mom, if you pay for lifetime, you only have to pay it once and you're saving money, which I mean, technically, I was a smart little kid, okay? I was just a pain. And she did for me and Sydney. So thanks, Mom. Honestly, no clue how to say this one either, but I'm just gonna say Hulupulu. Sorry if that's really bad. It probably is. But they said my dad introduced SSO to me when I was like 11. Definitely had giraffe necks back. It was a way for me to learn English. Basically, he translated the texts and then I would try. Been playing ever since. I miss having the same body type in games as myself and the old Star Riders. That's also really cute. Like your dad was like, here, let's play this fun little horse game to teach you English. That's actually so smart. That's so cute. But I do miss the giraffe necks sometimes. I look too normal now. I can't remember if I actually ever said what horse I'm riding, but this is future. And if you're wondering, no, I have not checked to see what this tack looks like on its normal form. Oh, I can't do it while I'm racing. Anyways, Impossible Market says, I was playing Pop Tropica in 2012. Oh my gosh, Pop Tropica. I love that game. I loved playing it in elementary school and not listening to the teacher. Anyways, I was playing Pop Tropica in 2012 and I saw an advertisement for it, so I started playing then. I miss when the sounds in quests and people were also amazing and it wasn't club or roleplay oriented. Yeah, it was definitely more of just people like frolicking around in groups before even being before even being in like a riding club or anything. I do think that role playing and clubs is an important part of the game in this sense because I feel like that's what keeps most people playing it, but I totally get it. This one's really long, so we'll try to finish it before I finish this race. Strawbee says, honestly, my story is a little different from what I've seen in this post. I had never seen anything about the game till maybe summer 2020, and what I saw was old players bashing everything under the sun about how the game, wow, I can't read, about how the game looked, oh my gosh. How the horses looked and comparing it to the old game just didn't seem that ugly to me, so I made an account. I can't, hang on. Okay, let's try this again. Honestly, my story is a little different from what I've seen in this post. I had never seen nothing about the game till maybe summer 2020, and what I saw was old players bashing everything over the sun about how the game looked, how the horses looked, and comparing it to the old game. There was so much moaning about it, and the game just didn't seem that ugly to me. So I made an account to try it out by myself and see what they were talking about. I found a great game, a story you can easily get invested in, and devs that are trying their best to meet the demands of one of the most toxic communities I've ever been a part of. I love it, even if I'm not an everyday player anymore. I keep logging in every other day to check events and new horses, or to have a ride with my friends, and I love the game. Yeah, this is a really toxic community if you... I guess you don't have to dig that far. You just kind of need to scratch the surface. They complain about it and you can complain, but when it gets to the point of like being like actually mad, that's when it gets a little like too far, because it's like, yeah, people are trying to actually get stuff out for you to play, to keep all of us happy, and you can't make everyone happy. It's just not possible. So again, with my last video, I was talking about how much I hated certain parts of the game or what they should add back. Again, I don't actually hate anything. I think this person's name is Drella. I'm not sure. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But they said, I started playing in 2023, winter. Yep, I'm rather new. Invited by my friend, and she's been playing this game for years. I got interested in the game because I'm always fond of horses and because I want to have fun with my friend. I keep hearing about how much players miss the old SSO, but I've never experienced that time, so I don't know what to say. To me, this game is about buying my fave horses and riding them around. I don't want my PC to be save the day heroine. That word. I literally don't know how to say that because I'm just going to end up saying something I'm not supposed to. But the lore and storyline just can't let me be a random horse girl. See, there's like, that's the other side of it. Some people just want to buy the horses and just run around and do absolutely nothing else. And other people are like, story quest now, story quest right now, please. Actually, I think there is one. Yeah, I think so. I haven't done it yet. But yeah, people just need to take a breather. This person can just run around as a little horse girl if they want. Go for it. Do what you want. So apparently that was the last one. I went to swipe on my phone to see if there were any more, and fun fact, there were not. So that sucks. So here's a picture of my dog. Here's a couple pictures of my dog, actually. And I'll put a picture of a goat, to keep you entertained, because we have goats, too. One of our goats is, like, really sick, so he's really skinny. So I promise we're not, like, starving one singular goat. He is just okay, this is gonna sound really bad. He's just like unkillable. He's had goat polio, which he was paralyzed, actually. And in the picture you can see him walking around. Yeah, so I guess this is the outro. Don't mind it, but I mean, I can't speak. Thank you so much for watching, and I will try to get a video out Friday. I just need to think about what it's gonna be, but I will see you guys then. Bye!